Alrighty, I think it's about time we officially say that we are here and live. Hello, hi, how you doing, everybody? Welcome back once again to our channel, Party Wipe Games. This is, of course, Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Before we begin, I will just go over the regular news. We have a sponsor, Grinding Coffee Co. Grinding Coffee for all your grinding coffee needs. That's just the slogan I make. If they ever want to pay me for it, they have my email. You can use our code PARTYWIPEGAMES for a 10% discount, and they have some wonderful new flavors that you can check out. They all sound incredibly delicious, and when I have money, I am going to order one of them in particular myself. It's that salted caramel one we talked about last week. It sounds so good.
Yeah. Anything salted caramel is good.
Anything salted caramel is good, that's true. It's kind of like pumpkin spice. Anything pumpkin spice is good, but only in the fall. We don't speak of the dreaded pumpkin spice out of season. But now I will do our wonderful face reveal. Whoops. Nope, I turned the cameras off instead. Aha! There we go. It's us.
Double hidden.
Oh, shit. What's going on here?
You broke
right,
it.
because there was no Kostya camera last week. So I have to drop that. There we go. All right, the role of Dido will be played by Stefan today. The role of Stefan will be played by Dido.
You'll be great.
Your guys' cameras are in different spots. That's why I was just kind of like had to double take for a second. I was just like, okay. No, this is fine. I think it might actually be right, but I don't recall. But I moved the inactive cameras to the far right, and so maybe that's what it was. Anyways, hi. We're going to do our little tiny introductions of who we are and who we're going to be playing, and we'll go down the line from there. I'll start, and even though Shae is technically first in the camera order, she will be last because she is DM, and she can pick it up once we are done. Hello, I'm Rin. I will be playing the Monk Sashir. On to Stefan.
I'm Stefan, and I'm the Ranger Constantine, Uncle Kostya the Sot.
On to Dido.
I'm Dido. I am playing Cinder, the Fire Genasi Hexblade Paladin.
And last but never least, Shell.
Hi, I'm Dougler. I'll be playing the Changeling Wizard Chell.
And hello, everyone. I'm Shae. I am playing the everybody else.
Everybody else.
The everybody else, yes. We had a pretty interesting episode last time where you all got to meet Nib in his cave, who was working off all the terrible things that he did, extorting people, and is making up for it by making magic items out of gold, spinning it magically, because Feywild shenanigans. After being previously a cruel person and having been altered to be capable of feeling guilt now, it feels very bad for all the terrible things he did. But you all got some great magic items out of it, which I'm definitely going to have to make some adjustments for that, because you all got a lot of good stuff.
We extorted an extorter. It's fine.
You did.
Well, we caught an extorter, really.
Yeah, and as such, oh, hello, hi, Spider Queen, welcome. But yes, you all had attempted to go see this Wayward pool, only to find that anytime you made your way closer to it, you didn't get any closer to it. It's like it's just perpetually the same distance, no matter how much closer you walk towards it.
Like that dream where you're trying to get somewhere and you just feel like you're not going anywhere, like you're walking on a treadmill?
Exactly that dream. I mean, like the tree, you're going past all the trees and stuff, but the lake is just still there. And it's just like at a constant 1,000 feet away from you. But you all had turned your attention towards going to see the Getaway gang after this interesting little discovery. and were promptly set upon once more by a returning monstrosity, Bojack, the taxidermy nightmare. And we left off in the middle of combat. To which I believe I was not taking advantage of the advantage that I should have had against the folks who had closed their eyes, but that's alright. So, on that note, Zashir, do you keep your eyes closed?
I'm pretty sure I said yes last time.
Okay.
So, we will do that. Also, I'm going to do just a quick inventory check on my character.
Y'all do have a lot of stuff in your inventory that you haven't gone through.
Okay, 1 second. Because I know what's technically in a mess kit, but I just want to make sure that it's listed here in D&D. Oh, nope, different kind of mess kit. Okay.
Curious to see where
So
this goes.
D&D mess kit is cooking supplies, not toiletries.
I
Okay.
mean,
No, it specifically states what's in it.
okay.
It's not open to interpretation. Zashir's gonna call out. Does anybody have a mirror? And while they figure that out, I'm gonna keep attacking.
Okay.
Yeah. 17.
17 hits. Because it still has fairy fire.
And flank.
And flank.
And having my eyes closed, getting rid of advantage, but putting it back on and all that good stuff. So there's that. 1 key point left, so I'm going to drop that, boop, and hit it some more. Wah! 24.
Also hits.
Wow. Okay. The opposite of how I was doing last week. And
14.
14.
14 misses.
14.
However, there's another math. I can get back into it. Yes. Alright.
I didn't have guidance, or not guidance, bless or anything, right?
No, I haven't cast Bless or anything.
I know we had it up during one of these fights. I'm just making sure. Okay.
I don't think it was this one.
Yeah, I think it was last fight against him. Okay, thank you. That's
Okey-doke.
me.
Kostya, do you keep your eyes open or closed?
You're muted.
Muted and missing screens and everything. It looks as if I'm gonna have to keep looking this round because there is an unfortunate little note in a hunter's mark, namely a creature that you can see.
Ah,
Okay.
So
you could just take a peek. It'll be fine.
what happens is Kostya will do the traditional way of not looking whilst looking, which is basically you fold up his beard, tuck it in under his hat, so that it just hangs straight in front of him completely. But it's obscured vision rather than lack of vision.
Okay. So mechanically, are you imposing disadvantage on yourself to avoid the save?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yeah. While still claiming that I actually have a line of sight on it.
All right. I will allow this because you have a beard.
So we will cast Hunter's Mark, then rush off a longbow arrow at disadvantage. For a 12.
It does still have fairy fire on it, so that is a 27. That does hit.
Okay.
It cancels out.
So that's going to be. So we'll add in D6 and a D4. A regular roll for damage. 12. So 15 points. Sorry, yeah. 15 points with a favored foe on top, and then 3 on top of that, so 18 points piercing and force.
Yeesh, you guys do a lot of damage. Alright, anything else?
That's cost, yeah.
Okay. What's our resident cold baby doing?
What do I want to have him do? I'll have him try and set it on fire.
Alright.
This goes out to
Are they keeping their eyes closed?
Do they have eyes? I don't know.
I mean, are they averting their gaze? They may not have eyes, but they have a gaze.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, come on, work. So 13 plus 7, so dirty 20.
That hits.
So the horsey is on fire. And it's a D4. Yeah. Takes 2 damage. And it'll crawl back up my sword.
Okay.
And that'll be Brenton's turn.
Runs down, skips along the dried out mane for a little bit to light it on fire, and then runs back up. 2 damage. What's Shiny doing?
I think Shiny is gonna sort of move in to be ready to jump in if need be, but probably not closer than that.
Eyes closed or open? Is Shiny's eyes closed or open?
Oh, sorry, eyes closed.
Okie dokie. Back to Bojack, who takes fire damage.
Yes. 1 damage.
Yep, 1 damage. Alright, Bojack is still fixated on Zashir. So that's a 9. 25.
Hits.
19 slashing. And a 20.
20 hits.
14 bludgeoning, and you
Good night.
Hmm?
I'm down.
Uh-oh.
Yep. See? if Shae hits me, I go down. It doesn't matter what.
It doesn't matter. Alright, bonus action. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
It eats you.
Wow.
So, everybody who has their eyes closed sees nothing of this. But there is, but you do hear the brief scream from Zashir before it's just quickly silenced in the quick of jaws relodging in place. Chell.
Really word is sight based, and he's just they're inside the thing, so I can't even risk the look. Hell is going to use Scorching Ray at it.
Eyes closed or open?
Closed. Actually,
Alright.
quick question.
Yes.
Would a disguise kit have a mirror in it?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It should say.
Yeah. Let's see.
I would think so, since you need to be able to see this pouch of cosmetics, hair dye, and small props lets you create a disguise. So if it has cosmetics, you
Yeah,
very
I'd say
likely
it has,
have one.
Yeah, a little powder mirror.
Okay, Chel's gonna try something probably not the best of ideas.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I was gonna have Chel try to use the mirror and just use that to shoot, but no, that wouldn't work. Eyes closed.
Okay.
And Scorching Ray. Yes, a public roll.
24 hits.
24. So the first one does 5 damage. Then second ray does 12 hit.
12 misses.
Okay, and then the last Scorching Ray 15.
15 just hits.
And another 11 fire damage.
Alright.
And Chel's going to move. No, Chel's going to stay right where they are.
Okay.
That's turn.
Alright. Cinder, your friend's in a lot of trouble.
My eyes were closed. I didn't see a damn thing.
Yeah, it's like not
but
that you're
there-
aware of.
Well, my plans didn't really change. I'm gonna hit him with my Frostbrand Greatsword with my eyes open.
Alright.
Now you see that she's missing.
So that's a 20 to hit
Yeah, that hits.
for 35 damage.
Alright. Would you like to smite?
Yes.
Alright, roll the
I
smite
would.
damage. It is an undead.
So that means I get extra. Hold on.
Get extra.
I get extra.
I get extra. So it's an extra D8 per level? What?
Yes.
Okay.
It is an extra D8 per level.
So 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna use a second level slot
That's gonna be 4 D8.
for that smite. For
Nice.
21.
For a total of 56 damage. What does this look like?
My new half frost, half fire greatsword just erupts in this. The blade just erupts in this enormous flame as it just slices through this wackadoodle.
And as your greatsword arcs downward, carving through the this armature, these flames kind of coming off of it and freezing in place, giving this strange combination of something that shouldn't be, but somehow does work. Your blade carves through it and bursting into this bristling cold fire, and as it does, the head carves almost halfway off, slumping down as the armature goes still, fire still burning upon its mane.
I I should probably do that, but I'm not going to. But it's a Constitution saving, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's amazing. 14.
14. 14. You make it. You're fine.
Oh.
You make it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's made of different creatures, so there's like different DCs for different things here. But as far as the petrification goes, you see that cold eye just kind of like hanging for a moment, and you feel its magic just kind of like washing over your body, but you're able to push it away. Sashir, you're in a bit of a daze, kind of mostly unconscious, but you see like little needles dangling by sinew that start to coil towards you before they just go limp and inanimate.
I don't see any of that. I'm unconscious.
No, and then you go unconscious.
Oh,
Completely.
okay.
I'm just being scary.
Gotcha.
Anything else on your turn, Cinder?
I don't have any.
Okay. Sashir,
Mhm.
make me a death save, please. Okay. Kostya.
How visible, if at all, in the wreck of everything is Sashir?
With the head kind of like partially carved off, you can see some of Jashir's clothing.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have it?
If you open your eyes.
Yeah. Full move down, reach up, and perform the somatic maneuver for Kostya's Cure Wound spell, which is basically a good solid slap on any available surface. For a massive... Ooh. 3 points.
3 points.
Is that max healing for you?
Strictly speaking, 5 would be max.
Okay.
Sashir,
But yeah, for Kostya, that's pretty good.
you wake up.
I'm inside this thing. Get me out.
All right. At this point, you all are out of combat. I will remind you there is still the danger of that eyeball.
Yeah, I'm gonna. First, I'm gonna help get Zashir out of its mouth.
Yep, I'm gonna crawl out.
And once she's out, I'm gonna take my Frostbrand sword and I'm gonna stab it right in that eye.
Okay. Go ahead and give me. Give me a. Give me a straight charisma check.
Great charisma.
Did anybody have a mirror?
I have one.
One.
All right.
Make it look at its own gaze.
You shove the blade straight towards this this basilisk eye, that had been sewn into its skull, and for a minute there's a strange amount of resistance that you feel. Probably whatever curse is keeping this thing together. But with your force of presence, you're able to push past that, the blade sinking through the eye and ruining it.
Okay, I took care of at least that part. Ugh.
I think it might come back unless we remove whatever's keeping it alive.
If we turn it to stone, it won't come back.
No, it can't be turned to stone. I just destroyed the eye.
Okay, yeah, if we can rest for about half an hour, I could try to move whatever curse is keeping it alive. But I don't know if that thing will come back in that time either.
Well, if it does, I can take it down again. I'm gonna reach down off of Sir Mitt. I'm gonna give Zashir some lay on hands. I'm gonna give them 9, so that I still have at least 1.
God, this horse sucks.
Yeah, I was inside it last time.
That does not sound pleasant.
It's not. It's got these tenderly, like, needly things inside of it. Not a good time at all.
Just wiping dripping slime out of his beard.
But I will keep, if we're gonna be here for an hour, I'll keep watch over this thing so you guys can do what you need to do.
So we'll take a rest. I get to use my arcane recovery.
Okay.
Since I'm doing it for a level 3 spell, I only get that one back. Does the rest happen uninterrupted at all?
You sit down and you start to rest. Anyone who's not resting, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm definitely resting.
One.
Oh, nice.
16. Sorry, 16. I read the wrong.
16. Cinder, kind of, as you keep watch on this thing, waiting for it to return, it remains inanimate for the most part. The only thing you notice is that just slowly over time, after some time passes, the threads that were just kind of hanging loosely are now taut.
I'm gonna stab it.
You stab it.
Still don't think we should petrify it.
How?
Well, it's a basilisk eye, so.
I destroyed the eye.
Is it recovering at all? Shae?
It's still. From Cinder watching it, she could probably surmise that it's gradually pulling itself together.
All right.
That's why I keep stabbing it. Yeah. Until you guys are done taking your rest. That's what I'm gonna do. If it looks like it's healing, I'm stabbing it. Until that hour is up.
We could take it somewhere where there's a very big mirror and just leave it in front of it.
Oh, maybe I can make it.
Well, didn't Shell say they had a mirror?
Yeah. That's why I was wanting to petrify it. We could wait for it to just heal itself and then do it. Not like we're going anywhere.
You want to risk it trying to swallow us again?
We've beaten it twice now. And it only seems to only want to kill me.
Fair enough, I guess. I can still try to remove curse to undo it completely, hopefully.
Yeah.
At least worth a try.
Hal's gonna go over to it and...
Joe, give me an Arcana check.
That is a 12.
That is a 23 because you were there when it happened. you think back to when you and Zashir were both bound in the room with the hag. You remember seeing her carve out Zashir's tongue and sew it into this thing. The incantation she placed was placed on Zashir.
Crap.
And is bound to the tongue.
So, if I try to break the curse, the shear's curse might come back.
Again, I'm fine with just petrifying it so it doesn't bother us.
You also remember, since that's a 23, it's over 20, that someone else you had to cure, you cured, was required them having their heart within reach.
Oh.
I'm basically, you have two options here. You can try removing the curse placed on Bojack, or you can try removing the curse placed on Zashir.
But that would return Shear's curses.
Not in the same way. You know that the hag did something to the tongue, to her tongue.
Okay, so few things could happen. I could try to remove the curse, which might return, might at least return an alter version of your original curse to you. I could try removing the curse from you, which might just break its connection to you. Or I could potentially do a good enough job that we don't have to worry about any of this. I don't think the third one is quite possible. It's quite likely as it is.
I mean, whatever you want to do.
Hell's gonna cast guidance on the cells. And since you're just take a couple of steps back just in case. And they're gonna try to cast remove curse on Bojack.
Okay. Give me a spellcasting check.
Which is my intelligence. Could I cast Arcanum? Or use Arcanum check? Or
It's the same
okay.
modifier.
So boom. 19 and plus the D4 for guidance.
22. 22 is enough. You sense the nature of this curse, and it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and post it for you. There you go.
Bonova's curse keeps a Tector Nightmare in a state of perpetual existence. If Bojack is reduced to 0 HP or incapacitated, including from petrification, they will return to full health and are remaining after 8 hours. to continue their functions. If the curse ends, if the remove curse spell or similar magic is cast upon them, or if their counterparts are here, well, they're both within 5 feet of each other, or their counterparts dies.
Oh, you told me to back up. Fuck.
Yeah, you did.
The good news is, when you cast the curse on or the remove curse on Bojack, you're able to peel away that part of the curse, and all of a sudden, this armature begins to rapidly decay. Flesh begins to slaw off. The only thing that doesn't decay is Zashir's tongue. Zashir, you taste rot.
Blah.
I'm just gonna
I just go
reach
on.
over and just grab it, like, sorry, Zashir. Gotta shake the rot off the tongue.
Ew.
But after just a matter of seconds, there's like steam coming off of this armature. There's just a rancid smell. The flesh kind of slaws away, and it doesn't look like this thing is going to be pulling itself back together anytime soon. But now you have the means to fix this year whenever you have removed curse again.
I'm just gonna... Joe puts Zashir's tongue in the bag of holding, which should hopefully taste like nothing.
Zashir, you taste nothing.
It takes
Oh,
nothing.
thank God.
I
I
guess
should-
tasting nothing isn't a horrible experience.
It's not nearly as bad as it could have been.
I should be able to return your tongue once I'm fully rested, and potentially do another one to remove your talking curse if that returns as well, but I don't know if it would.
Vansel calls out, "Would you like me to pour some wine on the tongue?"
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Very good idea.
Yeah, I had to think about that. Yes.
Alright. Vansel will hold out the wine bottle and pour it into the bag of holding. He doesn't know how it works.
I'm sure that's fine.
You taste wine, and probably some of your other stuff is kind of stained with wine now.
I mean, yeah, probably. I don't know the magic. Actually, Chell should, because he's the wizard.
You should.
I would hope so.
Douglas doesn't know the magic.
I
It's fine.
don't know the magic.
What is magic?
I'm a wizard. I don't know the magic. What is this magic you speak of?
Hello, dreaded Yeti.
Yeti. Should we continue on to these getaway boys?
Yeah.
If the rest of you guys are good to go.
I got some pent up anger I want to take out on some adolescents.
Oh, Chell will cast Healing Word on Sheer. Just give them once more low boost.
Oh, I was only like 3 off. You don't need to waste a spell slot.
Oh, okay then. If you're looking good, Cinder, are you looking good? Because
I didn't get hit.
Oh, nice.
I'm good.
Yeah, it was not able to really hurt us last week, and then all of a sudden Shae could just hit this round.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I'm good. That's why I was willing to just let you guys rest for that hour because I didn't really need it. And I only used one of my spell slots, so I was good. but thank you.
Definitely use the warlock slot. Wink.
Absolutely. Actually, that's the only level 2 slot I have is my warlock.
Alright. So, are you all set upon the road again?
Yep.
On the road again?
Yep.
Alright. Clapclaw begins to lead you along once more. As you make your way through this forest, someone roll me a d8.
Not it. I'm not getting one.
5.
5. Ooh. What's this one? Alright, so you all are moving along, and as you're walking, while in the Feywild, there's a number of different trees, but something stands out among one of them. There's a gigantic, gnarled oak that comes into view. But unlike the other trees in this forest, this one looks unhealthy, and there's golden brown leaves and a thick carpet of just dried up leaves surrounding it. You also see 3 rusty sickles lying among them, and standing next to each of these weapons is a bleeding goat. A bleating goat, not bleeding. Bleating.
Bleh.
Meh. Meh.
Yep. And
Okay,
there's-
that's better than what it's not what I imagined.
And interestingly enough, and I only know this because I grew up on a farm, sheep go blah, and goats go blah. They have like a more gravelly bleat. Anyway, there's 8 tiny houses that are made of woven twigs nestled among the boughs of this tree. There's also squirrels that dart nervously around these domiciles.
I think we found our getaway kids.
Good chance, yeah.
Well,
The three
if it is, the ant is kind of sick.
The 3 goats are glowering angrily at this tree. And you hear from one of the domiciles, "Just leave!"
Just what?
Just leave!
But we only just got here.
You hear whispering coming from the trees, and then the 3 goats turn around as well and narrow their goat eyes at you. You also see a couple of tiny faces kind of poke out around the window.
Hello in there.
They kind of like shy back away, except for like 1 or 2 of them.
Hey, we just want to talk.
You hear a little bit of whispering before you see 3 small figures leave, and you've seen some of these earlier today. These are pixies. One of the goats, however, is going to charge one of you. Does a 12 hit? Does a 12 hit? Chow.
Has it been 8 hours since that fight?
No, it hasn't been 8 hours since that fight.
Then I still have my mage armor up.
All right.
Hey, there's no need to attack us with your goats. We have mutual, I think we have a mutual, motivation here.
Those aren't our goats. Another one kind of like
Are the goats harassing you?
Yeah, the goats are harassing us. And then you hear, yeah, they're mean. And then another one points at them. We keep telling them to go away, but they kept throwing rocks.
The goats were throwing rocks?
Yeah. Look, don't attack them. We've got, I don't know, however many time is left.
I don't understand. You're gonna have to speak more clearly.
One of the pixies flutters a little closer. They weren't always goats. We just turned them into goats.
Why did you turn them into goats?
Because they were threatening us. And throwing rocks.
Oh, they were throwing rocks before they were made into goats.
That makes more sense.
It does.
What were they before they were goats?
Another one of the goats is gonna try attacking Sashir.
I'm gonna get
14 hit.
I'm gonna get
14 does not hit.
Okay.
I'm gonna get between I want to get between the group and these goats.
Okay.
What were they before they were goats? Again?
Well, they were about that friend size, and they point to Kostya, except they were wearing these red caps and had these. Oh yeah, the red caps.
Oh.
Oh.
And then you hear another say, "Yeah, murder fairies."
Murder fairy.
Round up those sickles before they change back.
All the ghosts
Sounds like a
start
good idea.
Angrily.
Yeah.
And they're all gonna make 3 attacks against whoever gets closest.
I'll go in.
Yeah, same. As long as the other two collect their weapons.
All right.
We're going with this year.
1 against the shear, 2 against. Well, that natural 20 is gonna hit, but the other 2 are not gonna do anything. Oh no, the natural 20 hits this year. That was the first one.
Yeah, checks out.
You take 1 damage.
Okay.
They're trying to defend the sickles.
I was gonna try to run around and grab the sickles while they're going after
They
her.
are they? Did they turn back, or are they still goats at the moment?
I think
They're
they'll
still
only
goats.
turn back if we hit them.
All right. I'm gonna pull out my rope and I'm gonna try and tie one of these goats up.
Okay. Make an athletics check, and they will roll theirs.
Oh, not great. 16.
Even worse. You managed to hog tie one of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one down. Let's turn this into a cattle farm.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
You all start hearing cheers coming from these tiny houses in the tree as you start wrangling these goats. Go ahead, whoever's trying to hog tie them, give me
12.
How many goats are there after the one I
that's
tied
just
up?
20. Hang on. 20. There are 2 left.
No. Okay.
6. Zashir, you're able to hog tie 1 as well.
So 1 left.
Okay. Anybody else have some rope?
Yep.
Can I get some more rope? I'll get the last one. Hog tie him up.
16 to hit Cinder.
16 just hits.
All right, you take 1 damage, and then. Whoops.
It was a 21 to tie it up.
Yeah, it rolled a 20. Yeah, you managed to tie up the last one.
Chal's gonna store their sickles in the bag of holding.
These goats stare hatefully at you.
Hopefully that'll help you guys.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Did you
hear
use
a lot of
true
laughter.
power?
You hear a lot of laughter from the trees, or from this dying tree.
Were they what was causing the tree to look so ill?
Oh no, it's the three pixies that had fluttered down kind of like look back towards this tree, and then one of them kind of like turns back a little sullenly and says, "No, it started dying once the hags moved in. It just gave up the will to live."
Oh,
This is grandfather tree, by the way.
Oh no, how sad.
well, there should be some hope now. One of the hags has been dealt with. Haven't you heard?
And they kind of blink and look at each other. No. What do you mean dealt with?
Killed the crap out of her.
You hear some whispering in the tree again before they flutter back and say, "Is this true?"
As true as it can be.
And there's
I
some
told you
whispering.
they took her away.
Yeah, but we still killed her. Doesn't necessarily mean she's dead.
Was it Granny Nightshade?
No, it was the gross one.
It
They look at
was.
each other. So like every hag? You killed every hag in existence?
Boy, wouldn't that be something? No, we didn't kill every hag.
Oh.
It's the
Of
First one
Lorna.
doesn't narrow
Yeah.
it down very much.
Bavlorna.
that's her name, Lenorva.
Oh. Hey guys, maybe we should go visit the swamp sometime. Here's some whispers in the tree. Well, it looks like these three aren't going to be much of a problem anymore. They just started appearing all over the place when Granny Nightshade took over the forest.
Well, maybe since we helped you, you could possibly help us with a couple of our endeavors.
We could give you some more information, maybe. Unless you had an idea.
Well, we are trying to cause as much trouble for these hags as possible. If you can help us in any way to do that. But we're also trying to figure out how to get close to the beach. What was it called? The Wandering Way? Is that what it was called?
Wayward Pool.
Wayward Pool.
Another one of the pixies. Another one of the pixies kind of flutter down and land on your shoulder and say, "Well, I don't know how to get into the Wayward Pool, but I know who does."
Oh, who does?
And another lands on your shoulder, Chow, and leans in and whispers, "Will of the Feywild." Bit of an
Well-
original name, but you know.
Luckily, we're hopefully going to them at the moment, so
Well,
good to know.
we can also tell you that there are red caps that are grown in the garden near the lair.
You
Which
grow red caps?
Yeah, the hag grows red. I don't know how you grow red caps. I don't want to know.
I don't blame you.
But she grows them in the garden, inside of a fallen tree.
Gross red cat inside fallen tree.
Okay. That's actually really helpful.
Well,
It is. Even if it's not information that is necessarily, great. I mean, the information is great, but the news that she's growing red caps is not great.
Yeah.
and another one of them speaks up and says, "Don't you have to murder to grow red caps?"
Probably.
That would be my guess.
And-
some of them have to keep their caps
Covered
wet
in
with blood to survive. So
Someone make me an Arcana check.
I'll do her.
16.
16.
You still probably have a better chance than me. Yep, see.
Modified 20.
You know what? I want to see if I can beat him with my -1.
I had a -1, that's all I was.
Ah, 15.
How are you going to beat him with a -1? It'll just be 19.
We don't speak of these things.
Okay. So for Zashir and Cinder, you both know that redcaps do indeed need to soak their cap in blood to stay alive. They are also they're basically bloodlust personified. They are born of fury, the need to kill, and anger.
Was Bloody Toes, were they a goblin or were they a red cap?
They were a red cap.
Okay.
In fact, when you met them, they were soaking themselves in the blood of a couple vultures.
Yeah, they're just animals. But she didn't attack us.
No, she didn't, and she also said that the only reason she also said that you weren't worth the trouble, and she had other things she was ordered to do.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it was probably safe to say that she had some kind of arrangement with that hag.
Red caps are no joke.
I mean, they are when we steal their sickles and they're turned into goats.
Yeah, that's quite a good joke.
And then hogtied.
And Joe, with your 20, you would know particularly that anywhere in the Feywild, if someone becomes too infuriated or feels the need to kill or succeeds in killing, these are the kinds of things that cause redcaps to be born.
Bro. We've killed a lot of things here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but mostly in self-defense.
Are we going to become red caps? Oh, God.
This is.
I mean, I kind of have a red cap, and she flips the ends of her fiery red hair.
She's been a red cap this whole time.
This is more the want to murder for murder's sake.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Bloodlust. Yeah, not.
No, I'm a paladin, not a barbarian.
Yeah. There you go. Wow, can you imagine how dangerous a barbarian would be here?
Oh God.
Doctor takes off his very well-worn satin hat and goes, no, I think it was brown originally, and puts it back on.
Just then, the three goes, and you see there are indeed 3 red caps on the ground with their wrists and bound to their iron boots, and they are all glowering at you. Hey, give us back our sickles!
No, you're being dicks.
Oh, don't make us come over there and chew your faces off!
Oh, please, Come at me.
You see
Let's
one of them.
You try.
You see one of them trying to worm their way towards you.
I'm so scared. Help me, Mommy.
You hear that? They're scared. Get them! And they start rolling awkwardly.
They don't understand sarcasm.
When they get close enough, can I make... it's only okay. Can I make an intimidation check? Can I make my, the fire in my skin glow brighter and just kind of like... You know how Hades does with his hair and it just goes...
Oh, and it goes all over, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to kind of intimidate them
Sure.
and have it do that.
Roll an intimidation check.
The Hades blow your
14.
top number.
Alright. Let's see if they're, Oops. Let's see. Oh, guys, I can give you a thingy. Look what these guys look like.
Yeah.
Aw.
Delightful
Aren't they
monsters.
so...
That's the sickle.
And
Bigger
those are
than-
really iron boots.
Those are really
Yeah, they
iron
are.
boots.
So I'm gonna do a little thingy here. They roll a natural one on their need for bloodlust. So you light yourself up with flames licking around you, and the one that was kind of worming their way closer was like, "Oh shit, run away!" And they start rolling backwards, very slowly. Like every few seconds, they get about 10 feet.
Good enough for me.
And there is lots of laughter coming from the tree at this point. In fact, you see a few blossoms appear on the ground.
Well, would you guys mind taking us to Will?
Were you asking?
Whoever it was that said that they knew whoever could get us into the pond or the pool or what? The pond. Yeah, the pond.
We were on our way there beforehand. Glabberclaw was leading us.
Yeah. Yeah, we could lead you there. Another says, if you need a rest too, you can stay here.
What time of day is it?
Looking up at the sky, the sun hasn't moved at all.
I'm being from the Feywild.
Being from
How
the
does-
Feywild, you would know that sometimes the moon may come out, but the sun stays in place all the time, just in a constant sunrise or sunset.
Do I feel like it's been long enough that we should take a long rest?
It's been several hours. You could probably go a little further if you wanted.
We might take you up on that offer when we're ready to rest.
But what do we do about these two? Or these three?
Oh, I got an idea real quick. Charles gonna go within 10 feet of them, just wave their hands over them and do prestidigitation just to try to turn their hats pink.
Oh no. Are you gonna clean the blood off of them too?
No, just make it look pink. It's a harmless effect. And I can
Yeah, but if
inform
you
them.
clean the blood off of a red cap,
They'll
They
die.
die, yeah.
it's like, how harmless is it?
I'm just making it look pink, not...
It's illusory.
So you're not actually using it to clean it.
Yeah, that's what I asked.
You're
They're
okay. So
just
you're
changing colors.
Mhm.
all right. Okay. So are you just doing it to one of them or all of them?
All of them.
Okay. You cast it on all of them. One looks looks over to the other as they're still kind of worming their way away, and says, "Oh no, Savage Mouth, you're dying!" And the other looks at the other and says, "Steel Gore, you're dying too!" And they all start to panic.
Nah, this is fine.
They panic and continue to crawl away.
I figured
Now
Pink would
with
kind of
it-
mellow them out a bit more.
They have the desperate need to kill now.
Definitely
survival.
mellowed them out.
You just hear as they're pathetically rolling away. Quick, we need to find something to kill.
Oh dear.
What kind of monster have I created?
Well, I should keep it up for an hour. I could just let it go.
We should really continue on, though.
Yeah, this is your spell. If you want to torture them, that's your call.
Don't drop it.
Yeah, I'd send them in the direction of the product, but I don't know that they're going to be able to get much color back out of it.
Probably not much.
Well, we should probably be going.
All right. The
Oh,
pixies.
if any guys do go to the swamp, would you mind taking a stop at Halami Hill? There's a goblin there called Jingle Jangles. If you just pass on a message that we got the revenge, that'd be great.
One of the pixies lands on a branch just eye level with you and gives a little bow and says, "It would be my honor."
Thank you very much.
And then you just hear a lot of, "Bye, bye, thank you. Come back anytime."
Stay safe.
Don't let those red caps get the upper hand.
And as you bid them adieu, you continue along your way. Now, it's probably not that much longer at this point. You've been traveling for a little bit, probably less than an hour, give or take. But as you walk up ahead, you notice that there's a small group of children who are frolicking around another leafy oak. This one much more alive. You hear gleeful yelps carrying through the forest, and there are painted swings that dangle from the branches. Nestled in the crown of this tree is a ramshackle house. How are you all approaching?
I guess as we get close, I mean, I think based on what she knows of hospitality and the rules of the Feywild, she would probably Cinder would probably make her presence known.
Okay. The moment you come into view, the shouts kind of like suddenly stop before someone calls out, "There's people here!" And then you hear a girl cry out, "Quickly up the tree!" And then you see all these children running for this tree and scrambling up these ladders, hanging by it. And after a moment, you hear, "Stand down or face merry hell."
Cinder would walk forward. No weapons visible. She shunted her blade back to the pocket dimension. We're not here to harm you in any way. Your friends back by Grandfather Tree said that you could help us.
And there's a moment that passes before you see a face you had seen in some drawings before, in those wanted posters. A young boy kind of like pokes his head out. He's got a little bit of a fro going on, and he kind of like stares down. And you also notice that there's another creature besides the children in there. Everybody give me perception checks.
9.
Five.
7.
You got this, Kostya.
Come on, Kostya.
Perception, eh? So you're going for a nature check, certainly. Where am I?
He did better than all of us.
Hey!
Yeah.
Amazing.
Kostya, for maybe it's just the angle of that you're able to see, but you see kind of prowling along the shelves, peering through the window, is a tiny little kitten with 6 legs and two tiny little tentacles on their back. And then this figure, bless you.
Okay.
Who's it?
This figure calls down again, says, "So you were sent for our help."
I think we could help each other.
Oh, now that sounds more like it. You hear some kind of whispering up in the treehouse again. And then a rope ladder swings down and hangs down. And you hear, "Come on up."
You heard them. And Cinder will go up first. She doesn't want anybody else to get hurt if this is a trap.
Yeah, we'll go up afterwards.
On that note, sense motive. Or whatever sense motive is supposed to be in this, because I'm old.
Insight check.
Insight, thank you. Yeah, I trust them. Alright,
Yeah.
I'm going up.
They seem completely trustworthy.
Nothing to worry about here.
They're a bunch of little kids.
Yeah, a bunch of little kids. What's the worst they could do?
As you start to
Sneeze on you and get you sick.
I mean, yes.
as you start to climb, one of them does the figure who had been addressing you to say, "Just keep in mind, Little Oak here will crush you if you turn against us."
Well,
Keep that in mind.
Now give me.
I'd rather not upset a tree.
Yep. And as you all climb, you see, as you make your way in, you see that there is, on the inside, the floor of this treehouse is covered with blankets, cushions, and piles of straw hanging from the 6-foot-high ceiling by a rope in a basket holds apples, berries, sugarcane, and a few crumpled up sheets of parchment. In one corner, lying on a cushion, is a rusty oil can that looks very out of place. Heaped in another corner is a crude unicorn costume made of polka dot quilts and a wooden horse's head that has a wooden horn attached to it. The oil can kind of like shifts in place.
Interesting assortment you fellows have here.
Yeah, you notice that there are four children in total here.
Or-
One being the 11-year-old child with a bit of an afro. Another is a young dwarf who has just the first little bits of stubble whiskers. Another is a little ginger-haired wood elven girl, and another is a young orcish girl who's also kind of like has her arms crossed and is staring at you. But the one to the front says, "Well, you can call me Will."
Nice to meet you. Call me Will.
And a couple of the dwarf behind them kind of like laughs, and the orc girl kind of like punches the dwarf in the shoulder, and he's like, "Ow!" But Will kind of smiles and says, "And who might you be?"
I'm Sunder.
I'm Chell. This is Paunch. Chell's gonna motion to Paunch on her shoulder.
Yeah, I tied up my frog downstairs. Is that okay?
I think we left all of them downstairs.
Yeah, one of them pokes their head out and says, "Oh, they do got a giant frog."
And a snail.
The snail is kind of like crawling halfway up the little oak and just resting there. But they all kind of like look back and forth, and then Will kind of like gestures to the others. "Well, this is Bobby," pointing to the dwarf, "Sloan," pointing to the elf, and Zenar, pointing to the orc. And then he points upward, and now you all see that there is a tiny little displacer kitten
Nar?
crawling along the shelves. There's also they also point, and as they point upwards, they do say, actually, let me make sure that.
Hold on, do I recognize the kitten?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it's Star. That's their name, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
What their mother's name is, I don't remember at the moment.
I would.
You
Just
would.
gotta remember what it is. Going back to the old information. Where is she?
Diralagron.
Yeah, there we go. She had an awesome name.
Diralagron.
Diralagron.
Where is Oh, no, she wouldn't be in here. She would be in named NPCs. She is special. Diralagron.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Look
Oh
at
yeah,
those.
you weren't here for that.
No,
Yeah.
look at those wings. Oh my gosh, just.
The one you're talking to. Also, they point to the oil can and say, "That's Squirt." There's Squirt.
All right, Squirt.
There you go. Hi. Sounding
Do you-
very dry.
Do you need some oil?
Boggle oil, yes.
What kind of oil?
Boggle oil.
Do I know what that is?
Make a Arcana check with advantage.
No, I don't know what that is. No, I don't know what that is.
2 and 1. Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, you don't know what that is.
If I knew what that was, my friend, I would help you.
That'd be nice. Also, yes, a little kitten you see.
Oh my god, that face.
Yes, there's so many beans on its paws.
So many beans.
So many beans.
I need to put it away because I'm gonna want to steal it. I'm gonna want the little kitten.
Yeah. And I don't see that they know them by any other name, so Okay, yeah. And they just point upwards towards the little displacer kitten and say, and that's Star. So, you all are looking for our help. What kind of help do you want?
We were told that you could help us get to the Wayward Pond, to the shores of it.
Yeah, I know how to get there.
And I was thinking we could, in return, help you with these. Shell, you have them, right?
Or I have the witch.
The
Oh yeah,
the wanted posters.
Yeah, show them.
And you show the wanted posters and goes, Well, glad to know I'm being quite the thorn in her side. Well, how about this?
How about that?
How about this?
I'm
You
all
help
hairs.
You help me rescue some more kids. You help me get them away from Granny Nightshade. And
I
I'll
would-
tell you how to get to the Wayward Pool.
One more condition to that agreement.
I'm listening.
Okay, I was assuming we were pausing for dramatic effect.
Oh, you were.
Star here, their mother, dear Legrand, belongs to the Witchlight Carnival. She's a member of there, and she's been missing her lost kit. So we're going to need them returned.
You see Will kind of like narrow their eyes suspiciously. What proof do you have?
Well, I show my my credentials as a member of the group. Were we given something from dear Legrand? It's been forever.
It has been for what is time?
What is time? In
Time is a
while.
weird soup.
So we were given the crystal ball.
Yes.
Okay. I do the David Bowie thing where I swirl the crystal ball across my hand because I'm a monk and I can do that.
Yep. Immediately, as soon as that crystal ball comes out, the little displacer kitten is up on all 6 legs, and you see the two little tentacles kind of like whipping out, and they do that thing where they crouch low, and the shoulders do the little like cat ready to pounce thing. And she leaps and it starts pawing at your legs.
Seems that's proof enough, is it not?
You can see the very obvious kind of like disappointment in their eyes, but Will kind of just gives a nod. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'll return them.
Zashir will hold their hand out, so we have a agreement then. We'll help you, and you'll keep your original end of the bargain and return Star.
For helping me rescue some more of those kids from Granny Nightshade.
Of course.
Extend a hand,
Shake, shake, shake.
and they shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
And
Shake the
you
baby.
feel a tingle in the back of your neck as this agreement is placed.
Hey, I'm the warlock. I'm supposed to be making the pact.
I've lived here long enough. I know how this works.
I'm gonna miss you, Star. But the little displacer kitten's still kind of like trying to reach for the little ball.
I'll hand it over.
Yeah, and they happily play with it. And you just hear this All
So,
right.
where are these kids being held?
Well, Granny Nightshade, as she is so called, has them all. Has a series of children just working for her. Now, I can tell you that there's a squad of 10 soldiers that defend Loomlurch, but you can easily lure them away with distraction. Now, the children are being held captive in a workshop that's haunted by boggles. They're little slippery oil
Boggle?
creatures.
Do they have?
Hmm?
No, sorry. Cinder just had an epiphany moment.
Okay. The boggles are little slippery oil creatures that they're born of the children's misery. Now, thing is, Granny Nightshade imprisons her most hated enemies in a cell inside her kitchen.
Who is that?
Her most hated enemies.
I don't think there's one in particular.
Well,
Okay.
I'm sure she would like to tuck me there, but seeing all those posters flying about.
Your little tin oil can friend. He
Is
he
that a
asked
boggle?
for boggle oil. Does he survive off the misery of children?
Squirt? No, he just uses the boggle oil. Boggle oil's magic.
Yes, but it's produced through the misery of children. Is that not what you just said?
Is that why he's so dried out? Because you guys aren't miserable?
Probably.
That's kind of fucked up in its own way.
Yeah, very terrible. But no.
Would a medic spell help?
Boggles produce the oil, but boggles are born from misery. You know how red caps are born from bloodlust.
Yeah, but red caps also sustain themselves on murder.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if boggles sustain themselves in misery, but they do produce oil, and Squirt there kind of likes it.
All right then.
On top of that, if you want to help Squirt out, I'm sure they'll be willing to help you. I think they know their way how to get to Yawn.
Oh well, then we'll utilize that bridge when we get there.
And Clapperclaw says, I don't know that way. I can take you back to Hither, though, if you want.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
We're quite good for now. Good.
Well,
Really good job getting us here.
Will kind of pauses for a moment, and the elf says, "Oh, I'm sure they're just gonna run on in without visiting for help first." And the dwarf kid says, "No, actually, I think it's a good idea that they go visit the pool first." And you see Will kind of pause and purse his lips in thought. Yeah, we can tell you how to get there if you wanted to visit the Wayward pool first. It could help you get to Loomlurch. But before I tell you that, do you think we can work out a plan on how to get those kids out?
Yes, that would be better than going in blind.
We definitely planned on having a plan, not like the last time where we didn't have a plan and it went spectacularly well.
I mean, if things go spectacularly well when you don't have a plan, then maybe you shouldn't have a plan.
Or we should have a plan so it goes more spectacularly well. So why don't you tell us everything you know about this area so that we can formulate a proper plan?
We don't know if this witch has a spiral staircase.
Let's see.
Do they have a spiral staircase?
Clapperclaw, what?
Yes,
What do
they
you
do
know
have a
about?
spiral staircase. They have several spiral staircases. Clapperclaw says, yeah, they do have several spiral staircases. But when you ask Clapperclaw, they say, oh, so that place is just like a giant tree that has fallen over. And it's like a workshop for like scary things.
Is the tree in and of itself magical? Or is it just like a... I mean, I guess even a magical tree has some aversion to fire.
Alternatively, is it undead?
Will kind of says, I don't think the tree is undead. I think it's just a dead tree. But it is a witch's lair, so, you know, even if the tree's not magical, I'm sure there's a lot of magic going on in there.
Oh, probably. Probably.
Are the kids kept inside the tree or outside of it?
I haven't managed to sneak in a while, but they tend to be here and there.
Clapperclaw, do you know where they keep the children that are hostages?
Clapperclaw thinks for a moment. And says, it kind of depends on if they're working or not, or if they're in a cage or not, or if they're, there are a few different rooms that they could have been held in. And then Will kind of speaks up and says, yeah, there's like, I don't know, maybe a dozen of them in there.
Are they all kept in the same place at night, maybe?
No, I don't think so.
Ah, dang. That would have made it easier.
Yeah, would have. Well, I can tell you that this tree is just one giant, dead, hollowed out thing just laying on its side. There's a bit of a ravine that that has like a little, some of its roots leading to it.
Do you know how to get there?
I mean, yeah, I can get you there, but you gotta get past the 10 soldiers.
How many 10 soldiers are there?
A lot. I mean, we can distract them. Like, Granny Nightshade really wants to get her hands on me. I'm sure I can lead him away.
Well, I mean, if you wouldn't be totally opposed to it, we could use you as bait to get ourselves in.
Make a persuasion check.
Wow, yeah.
25.
You see him start to, like, initially kind of, like, give a suspicious look before, like, softening his expression and says, well, it's not a bad idea. I mean, how do I really know that you're gonna, not actually turn me over, though?
We already made an agreement.
We did do that. But, the agreement was more to help me save the children.
You have to take Star back.
Hey,
Turning you in isn't in my best interest.
Will, you are a child. So you are included in saving the children.
Kind of like arc prowl before.
And like I said, I need you to get
Right? Will is a
back.
child?
far as you know, yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that he wasn't this like a full-grown child, full-grown person.
He's Peter Panning this.
I was like, I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't like.
He's a child at heart, and that's what's
He
important.
He wasn't like a halfling, but full-grown.
No, he's definitely very child. He's definitely a human. Appears to be a human child.
Okay.
How old he actually is, you don't know.
Uh-huh.
But if you would like me to make a promise, I can do that. If that'll make you feel better.
Okay.
I swear on my pact of the summer court that I will not actually turn you over. That this is all a farce.
And he kind of smiles and says, "All right. So, do you want to like put me in like irons or something? Make me seem like a real criminal? Dangerous?"
I mean, I was thinking of just kind of tying you up where it'd be easy for you to untie yourself so that you can get out if you need to.
I could do that.
I've also got an idea for that. Pixies can transform things, like we saw with the red caps and the goats. We could have some of the pixies, if they're willing, nearby. We'll run to them, leave the guards there, and then they just gotta billy goat them.
So we're recruiting the pixies now, too?
More up the better.
Don't know that the pixie. You're talking about one that's real close, right?
In
The
the
dead oak.
well, dying oak.
I don't think they'd want to get involved with the hag. I mean, you can ask them, but chances are they're not going to be willing.
Well, I mean, Clapperclaw, how familiar are you with the inside of Granny Nightshade's lair? Would you be able to guide us to where we need to go?
Oh, yeah, if I were willing to go inside. I'm not, sorry.
That's fair. She has done
I'm
things
not
to you.
going back there.
But you could give us a map. You could like draw a map.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to go inside.
They hold up their claws and will look for some parchment and a pen.
I think I've got ink.
Okay.
I have parchment too.
All right. So they take the pen in one claw, and they take put the parchment down with another claw, and they start to draw, and it is a really poor drawing because they have claws. But they draw what looks like what looks like might be a ravine. I don't know, a little bridge going over that. Then you have one open room, a wall, then a much bigger open room, and then a little circular room, then a series of hallways and tinier rooms, then another circle room, and then a square room, and then another circle room, all in a line. And then in the circle rooms, there are stairs leading down.
I mean, honestly, this is more than what we had when we went into Bavlorna's place.
That's true. I also have an idea. Chel's gonna take the quill, then takes Clapperclaw's claw and put it on her hand. Like, okay, I'm gonna hold the quill, and you're just gonna kind of guide my hand. Would I be able to use guidance and sleight of hand to try to make this work?
Let me see. wish I had something I could just show.
Here.
But I don't want to I don't want to show it without giving it away. Maybe if I had actual paper. Hey, Ren. I'm just gonna draw it.
Just gonna draw it.
I'm just gonna draw it.
She's just gonna draw it. Stand by, we're gonna do draws.
I want to do draws.
Do you need like 5 minutes so folks can take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break. I'm gonna draw you guys a picture.
All right. We're gonna take a 5-minute break, y'all. So use this time to get up and stretch it. Yeah, as Frost says, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
5 minutes,
All right,
y'all.
Shae.
Get up, stretch. We'll be right back.
Sorry about that, Shae.
No worries.
Back in a moment.
like she's done.
Yeah.
In record timing.
In record timing. All right. I guess we're just waiting on Stefan.
Oh no, you can't see it.
You can't see it.
Oh,
Can't
no.
see it.
Oh no.
You gotta hold it back just a little farther. Yeah.
You still can't
Oh,
see it.
you saw it for like a split second.
Oh no.
You have to turn your thingy off.
I do have to turn my thingy off.
Like, it phases in
No.
and out.
No, you just can't see it ever.
Yep. It's a mystery.
It's a mystery. Whoop.
Like I said, even as crude as the drawing may be, it's more than what
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just holding that on your side there, but we'll wait for everyone to get back. Once everyone's back, you get to see the drawings of a scarecrow with claws for hands.
You did it live.
It's actually pretty good for someone with claws for hands. Wah.
Wow.
Wah.
Wow.
Aviary. Alright, yeah, because we all have one. Heh.
Oh no.
What?
So remember those monstrosity sandwiches we saw at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Apparently
God.
they don't even come assembled. You have to build them yourself.
What?
So it's even worse. So they have these new combos that are just called Air, Land, and Sea, and it's literally
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
So they don't even come assembled. You have to put it together yourself.
You know why they don't come assembled? So they don't get hit with sandwich tax.
So they can it's so they can upcharge this shit and say you're paying for the experience. But yes, also the sandwich tax. Although these are not sandwiches, these are burgers, hun. So it still doesn't apply.
The tax doesn't care about that.
Sure it does. It's not
No.
a sandwich.
The law says that hot dogs are sandwiches, and they're not.
Well, that's a horse of a different color.
that's when you tell people it's not sand, it's kitty litter.
Ha! I
Yeah.
get that reference.
Isn't that called like a gangbang though? Because you have like the fish, the burger, and the chicken.
I've never heard of that, but I'm intrigued.
That
You
can't
would
just be
be.
Canadian.
It's probably just a Canadian thing, you weird bear riders.
Hey, that
Wait, are we riding bears now? Wait,
No.
I may want to go to Canada now.
It was a post that I put in earlier. There is a Pulitzer Prize equivalent story that is in Canadian history that is basically a lady fucking a bear.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's like that really bad fanfic of Daenerys in Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
but with a bear.
But an actual top award-winning bestseller story. Yep, just about a lady who has sex with a bear. And not just like has sex with a bear, but greatly detailed. So, yeah, when I saw it, I posted it, and I just had like a stares at Dougler and Felis. And Felis, of course, just proudly chanted the national anthem. So, you know,
As he does.
as he does. But yes, now you've been
Fuck, we're weird, honestly.
gifted.
No getting around it.
Yeah.
We try to say we're just quirky, but no, we're fucking weird.
Listen, America doesn't have much more to stand on, to the point that we blocked the pillow guy from taking pillows into Canada, or y'all blocked the pillow guy from taking pillows into Canada to support the Rainbow Truckers, which is what I shouldn't call them now, because the Rainbow Truckers are actually really great people, and these idiots are not.
They're still outside our Parliament building.
You know, slash tires would get them there permanently and fined. I'm just saying, y'all should get them towed.
They really should.
Hey,
I think some of them
everybody
actually.
Is Stefan back?
think so.
There he is. All right. Yes, everybody is back now.
Welcome back, everyone. Now we get to see how I just scribble drawed the imitation of Clapperclaw, a scarecrow with claws for hands. How they might draw a picture given inkpot, quill, and no, this isn't how they would draw it. There would be like ink splotches all over it. Hello.
Close enough. Close enough.
Close enough. But sans the ink splotches all over it, you all see. Did my camera go off? My camera went off.
Camera went off.
Hello.
There you are. You're back.
Sans the ink splotches, you get a little thing that looks kind of like this. It's
Wow.
not, it's just one big line of things, and you got a room and another room and another room with stairs and a hallway and another room with stairs and a room and another room with stairs. And, of course you got all this stuff on the outside too. And you don't know what those are. Those are like pumpkin patches maybe. Or
So there are two
parts,
different
maybe.
rooms with stairs?
There are three different rooms with stairs.
Okay, there are 3 different rooms.
Yes, and Will will point to the first 2 round rooms and say, I don't know if they're probably not all going to be there at once, but those are the places that they usually stay, where she usually keeps them.
Okay.
So, yeah. Disarm the outer 2 rooms so that there's an escape route, and then just keep flushing them back as we go, like after effects of a particularly good curry.
Are there places where the guards stay when they're not on duty?
Well, I mean, as far as like the 10 guards go, they kind of pause thoughtfully before the orc girl speaks up and says, "Ha, we can lead them away. That shouldn't be a problem for us. We know how not to get caught." And the elf girl says, "Yep, be like, nah, we'll be fine."
It'd be like stealing a scimitar from a red cap.
Sickle.
Sickle. That's what I meant.
But I don't know how long we'll be able to keep them, occupied. The dwarf kid speaks up. Could probably keep them busy for a while, but if y'all are going in, and we'll pause this for a minute. If we're going in and you're gonna be taking me in all tied up and everything, maybe wait and distracting them.
That's fine.
Should work.
Will looks
I
back
mean,
at the rest of you. How long you guys think you'll want to be inside?
Until the job is done.
Give it an hour before they distract them then.
I don't suppose any of you know her weakness, do you?
I was going to say, send out the oil can to just sort of stand there, pipe just bent over towards the side, going, "Hello, boys. Fancy a good time?"
It's crazy enough to work.
All dried up.
Would a mending spell help at all?
I'm not broken.
Yeah, it needs oil, not broken.
Just mending restores. I just don't know if it help a little or anything.
Kostya will sort of take pity upon the poor can and open up his tinder box and pull out the tinder cloth that's soaked in lamp oil and just wring it out over the oil can. It won't be much more than drops, but
Yeah, the oil can kind of like leans back on part of it, slots open, and they go, "Thank you." A little less raspy than before.
Well, we can check out the pond tomorrow. And then we should by then have put together any loose ends to the plan that we might have. Knowing her weakness would be a really good to have. It helped a lot with the other one.
I'm afraid I don't know that her weakness, or this would probably be much easier.
Maybe we can find out at the pond. The unicorn's supposed to know things.
Apropos, you were in. Do you know it?
Clapperclaw shakes their stag skull.
Makes sense. Well, we should get some sleep and head to the pond tomorrow, if that's okay. Willie, do you mind if we stay here for the evening? Or for sleep?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll be keeping an eye on you, though.
That's fine. This is your home. I wouldn't expect anything less.
They give a nod. Alright. Rest then. I'll tell you how to get to the pond tomorrow.
I'm gonna take a long rest.
Alright. Would anyone like to do anything during this rest?
I'd like to inscribe alarm into my spellbook.
I did reactivate my coal babies already. My stocking. Did that on the last.
Yep.
No. She's just gonna sleep.
I'm good with just resting.
Alright. One thing I want to check. Okay. Jill, are you doing? You're just scribing alarm.
Yep.
All right, you do so. Well, if nothing else is going to happen, you all are sleeping in a safe location, so you're not interrupted by anything. You take some time to scribe a spell in before turning in and are able to get a pretty good night's rest. The night goes by and you all sleep soundly. Nothing to interfere or distract you, but you all are able to come to. And in the morning, you all wake to the sound of laughter coming from outside, and you are all free to do what you want. Doesn't appear that anyone has stayed up, but
I think we should just head straight for the pond so we can keep going if we've got children to save.
yeah. So Shira, you wake up with a cat on your face.
Aw.
Aww.
I pet the cat.
A little displacer beast kitten starts to purr.
Wait, hold on. Aha! My hand does not go through it. That's all.
Okay. Alright. Is there anything you would like to do before poking your heads outside?
Nope. We're
Nope.
gonna get ready to go to the pond.
Alright.
Yep.
And with a tongue and a number of other items tucked into the bag holding, you all are waking up. Remember to mark off your rations. And
We don't eat their food? That's so rude of them.
They're letting you use their house. You should be
So they
feeding
usually
them.
serve breakfast. Alright, marking off a star for this Airbnb.
I mean, you can. There's a basket of fruit. You can probably take some of that.
I will definitely take some of that.
All right. You take some of their food.
Yeah.
I'll start your ration off.
It's just good hospitality.
Yeah, that's a fair point. So you're not penalized for taking their food.
There you go.
So you're all eating when you see Will kind of poke his head in through one of the windows upside down before he climbs his way through the window. It says, "Oh, looks like you all are up."
Yeah, I think we're about ready to go.
Well, to get to the Wayward pool, you mean? All right. You're going to want to have some kind of unicorn horn. And he points towards the that patched together quilt with the wooden unicorn horn on it. You make yourself. As long as you have a unicorn horn, you can actually approach the Wayward pool without getting lost.
Oh, that's something.
That's how the glamour works.
Alright then.
Although most of you guys are a little bit bigger. I think only two of you can fit underneath. Or maybe like one of you and then two of him, and they point to Kostya.
So what did the rest of us do?
I mean, probably carve some more unicorn horns out of some dead wood.
Oh, so that's not a real unicorn horn?
No, it's just a wooden one.
How does that work then?
I mean, you put it on your head, and you like climb under it, and then you just walk towards the lake.
So it doesn't actually have to be a unicorn horn.
No, it doesn't have to be an actual unicorn horn.
So how does the pool tell the difference between a unicorn horn and a horse wearing a wooden horn?
I mean, as long as you have something to represent a unicorn horn.
Oh, well, that's easy enough.
Yeah, the thing is, most folks don't know it.
That's fair.
Kostya sort of stands back a little bit and looks up at Sashir and just does a whirly thing with his hands, and this sparkly gold with silver sparkles and sort of that actually go sort of light ping but silently all around it. Horn is just floating over Sashir's head.
Ha, look at that. I'm a majestic fucking unicorn.
What is that? Minor illusion?
Yeah, so I mean, I have to recast it every minute as we stop and.
Oh, well then don't cast it yet.
Yeah.
No, it's a cantrip, so I could just.
Oh, okay. It's cantrip. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Will kind of points at the illusion and says, "That'll work too."
Shae, have you ever seen anybody with a horn like a unicorn before?
Have I ever
Is-
seen? What? now?
Have they
Is it like
ever
a race that has the horn of someone with a horn?
I'm sorry. What's the question?
Have they ever seen someone with a unicorn horn?
Or with a horn.
Or with a horn?
Have I or has someone?
They.
That's Chuck.
Why would it matter if you've seen it?
Oh. Has Chell ever seen someone
Yes.
with a unicorn horn?
Or something equivalent?
Something equivalent. Would you have? Are you talking about like in your past?
Yeah, my past.
Or
Because I've
future.
Or future. you've seen like representation. Like it's probably fairly easy enough to have seen a unicorn horn. Go ahead and give me a roll me a D100.
Okay. D100. 77.
Yeah, you've seen like even just going through the Witchlight Carnival, there were folks with little unicorn horn like headbands and stuff.
Oh,
Okay,
unicorn
but
horns just like mouse ears in Orlando. Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that would be good enough for me to transform with one, would it?
You can use
I mean,
magic
you
to.
can
Oh,
strap
you mean
would be
your
showing.
ability?
I'm a changeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
Sweet. Shall shape change the girl unicorn horn.
All right. Nothing changes about Chell except they have a unicorn horn.
Our fire ganassi can have a swirling mini tornado of fire coming out of the sort of forming out of the top of their hair, courtesy of Shiny.
All right.
All right then.
And I'll happily take the wooden toy.
Vansel's just seems to be out of line and is just enjoying an apple.
Looks like we're ready to go.
Unless you'd rather have a different aesthetic. For Cinder.
I've got something, but we'll
Oh,
wait till we
okay.
get closer.
Okay.
Thank you.
So anybody gonna use the...
Yeah, we absolutely should.
Okay. We'll hop down and as they turn to leave and say, "Alright, it's yours to borrow. Guess I could meet you... Do you want to meet here or closer to Loom Lurch?"
Yes.
Okay.
Here's probably best this way if anything changes from the time we've gotten to the pond to by the time we get back. We'll be able to converse about it freely.
Alright, sounds good. And you see Will disappear outside again. After they don't go right away. They pause and go over to the unicorn outfit, just kind of like roll it up and hold it out to whoever takes it.
I'll take it.
All right.
And I guess we'll head out.
Giddy up, Cody!
Going outside.
Giddy up a giant snail does anything.
Yeah, going outside, you see there's one of the kids is pulling another one of the kids. The orc girl is pulling the little dwarf boy out of Sir Mitt's mouth.
Uh-oh.
And laughing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's kind of a game we play.
Youngsters and slime, what are you gonna do?
Then the elf girl, kind of like sitting in one of the swings, says, "Well, don't you smell like roses?" Just kind of poking fun at them, and they laugh and kind of like sling some of the saliva towards her. She yelps and then hops off the swing and starts chasing him around, and then they start laughing again. But seeing you, the giant toad kind of like hops up to Cinder.
I give its tongue a pet.
It enjoys it.
I wonder what we're going to adopt here.
A bunch of children, didn't you hear?
I'm too young to be a mistress of an orphanage, though.
I mean, I'm sure one of these children is going to follow us home. It's just a matter of...
Yeah. Carol's actually going to take Paunch off the shoulder and put her on the ground, like, yeah, the kids still want to stay here, so you can stick around and play with them for a bit. Be back after the pond. Then
Paunch leaps down and comes face to face with Star, and they stare at each other. The way cats do. And they keep staring.
it should be nice.
And then Star does the little headbutt thing and rolls over and starts trying to play, and Paunch does the like very dismissive like older cat kind of thing where they let them play, where they're just kind of like tolerating the play. But all right, Paunch stays.
We should go. We don't want to burn daylight.
It's true.
Yep.
I was gonna climb on the back of Happy.
You climb on the back of Happy, and waiting there for you is this fellow. Just smiling. Staring at
Can I roll a dex check, see if I fall from the surprise?
Yes, please do, at disadvantage.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Please fall. Please fall.
Commit and 3.
3. And you fall 10 feet off.
You okay there?
I just slipped.
Take 2 points of damage.
Ow.
Wait, I want to roll intercept
Okay.
by literally catching them. Aha!
It is enough.
You dogpile on me.
My knight.
I literally catch you.
You
Jokes on y'all. That's the lowest I can roll.
Yeah, you catch them and you fall over backwards. It's graceful but not graceful at the same time. Yeah, you catch them princess style.
You should be more careful.
I'll try to be. Thanks for catching me.
Mm-hmm. I'll let them back up.
You climb back up, and there, waiting for you, sitting next to you, is your little curse friend.
I was giving it side-eye the entire ride.
Yeah. All right. Someone roll me a d8.
7.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. Okay. What was everyone's passive perception? Who has the highest passive perception?
Oh,
14.
I have an 11.
I have an 11.
It's me.
It's this year.
Officer Shear.
Yeah. You're the first one to feel more than hear, but you feel a little bit of rumbling on the ground. And you pause for a minute, and then everybody hears just this. And
The
there's
fuck was that?
and like around a bend, there is a large beast that appears with just like feathers like puffed up, 2 big eyes, a beaked face, and bear-like claws. You all see.
Dido, let's keep it.
I want
We're all
it.
just talking about something
Same
else.
thing.
I already knew what it was. Let's keep it.
I know what it is. I want to keep it.
I think I know what it is.
You're probably
where
correct.
Are you? Where are you? No.
Trying to
Oh.
reach it.
Oh, look at this! Look at this guy. And I actually think, let me see if I have a handout for you, because there's something more about this one.
That wonderful mix of absolutely terrifying yet insatiably cute.
Mhm.
Where are you?
owlbear cublets.
Yaha. This is specifically what you see running towards you.
Oh.
There is a
Oh.
chariot harnessed to this thing, but it is coming straight towards you. Doesn't appear to be interested in who or what's in its way. It is just running with an empty chariot behind it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Where's your... Whoa. What?
I'm gonna cast guidance once you hear, like, can you try to get in the chariot and stop it, maybe? If we pull Happy up next to it?
Attempt not to be where it's heading, I think.
Yeah, it's heading straight towards you. Anybody want to do anything before you have to make dexterity saves?
I was stepping
Get out of the way before that happens?
Yeah, it's out of the way.
All right, you all step aside, and this owlbear runs past with this chariot still tied to it.
Was there anyone inside?
Nope.
Huh.
Can I try to throw a ration in its way, see if that'll distract it from running?
Make me an animal handling check.
That's a 7.
It is still spooked. It keeps running. Anybody else?
I'm not good at animal handlings. But, do we want to try and stop this thing or just let it keep running?
Well, it looks like it's in trouble. We shouldn't just let it keep running.
We have some fast mounts, we better keep up with it.
I'm
gonna run after it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and, get on the, what, Shell had mentioned, trying to get on the back of it, or letting Zashir get on the back of it while we try and
All right.
rein it up.
So Sermit begins to leap forward with you on their back, trying to keep pace with this panicked owl bear. The snail turns and starts riding off again. Vansel has to catch themselves and grab onto the back of the shell because they've been riding on the back of Happy as well. Clapperclaw probably. It was probably still leading you. So they grab hold of someone. So you all give chase. Whoever's trying to. What's everyone trying to do? You're able to.
I'm gonna get on the chariot.
All right, go ahead and give me.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and grab its reins, on the side of it.
All right. Athletics check from you, Cinder. Acrobatics from Zashir.
20.
20. You manage to leap into the back of the chariot.
9.
You reach out trying to snag the reins, but you don't quite get them. Is Chell or Kostya doing anything?
Not Kostya, but Shiny. Shiny is going to reach out and cast animal friendship at this thing by holding up a piece of dried meat from the remains of bacon from breakfast, basically.
Okay. All right. Have Shiny give a animal handling at advantage.
Okay, and it gets a wisdom. Something or other saving throw. It's my spellcasting ability.
Oh, the owlbear gets the same throw?
Yeah.
That's right. Come on, owlbear. Where are you at?
DC 11. because it
one.
might be that it's
Natural
too
one.
All right. This magic kind of like overtakes the owl bear, and while still panicked, it does slow down a little bit. It still looks kind of spooked. The feather's kind of up. Into the next round here. What's everyone want to do?
Try and rein the owlbear in.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna try and do the same thing again since the shear's in the chariot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have guidance cast on this here, so I'm
I
just trying
don't-
to keep up with the snail.
I don't know if any of you are familiar with horse racing, but you know, like when the horses kind of crowd each other to try and slow each other down. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with Sir Mid.
All right. So I want both Zashir and Cinder to give me animal handling at advantage. Zashir, you have a D4.
$16.
11.
All right. With the two of you working together, and with the animal friendship cast on it, and this just combination of things to try and calm this spooked owl bear, it does kind of start pawing the ground anxiously, and the feathers are still like up for a little bit, but it stops running, and the chariot just kind of like comes to a stop along with it, and it just pats the ground.
At that point, Kostya is going to cast Speak with Animals.
When you cast Speak with Animals, you no longer hear the weird owl chirps, and you hear, "It's still back there. Is it safe? Is it safe?
Safe here.
Safe here."
Where is what was behind you? In the wagon. In what you're dragging.
It pauses a little confused. Teeth and claws. Great teeth and claws. It flew. It took my master.
Something big with teeth and claws took whatever was driving the chariot.
Great teeth and claws. It snatched them up, plucked them like a worm.
Probably from the air.
Probably from the air?
Well, we're dealing with a
Whether it's
flying
the
creature?
W word or the D word, I don't know. If we were to unhook you, would you find somewhere safe?
Safe.
And we go get your master.
Master is dead. They plucked him. Ate him as it flew away.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah, whatever flew away with whoever was in command of the chariot, ate them.
Zashir.
Is
In the chariot, you've noticed that part of it behind, while it looks very elegant and well made, part of the metal bars on one side are just rent through,
Oh, shit.
and there is a bit of blood.
Yeah, he's probably dead.
does he need a new master now?
Looks that way.
Would you like to come with us?
Just add to the menagerie.
Is it safe?
As safe as it can be.
You are safer with us than anywhere else.
That is very true.
Persuasion check out of advantage.
Guidance as well.
Oh, no.
Oh damn, not needed.
This owl bear kind
Nice.
of falls on the ground and looking to Kostya in particular. I was running for a while. I am hungry. Do you have food? I am Juniper.
We have a little Juniper. Shiny. The rest of the leftovers from breakfast.
And you pour out the rest of the leftovers, and this owl bear starts picking at the meat. Ignores any like fruits or vegetables, but any meat they begin to eat. And they say, "It is a little snack. I appreciate the snack." Anyone who's interested, go ahead and give me a nature roll.
Just for funsies, because
14.
I can't be too
Nice.
bad at this.
I knew I would be.
Modified 20.
Kostya and Jel. As I just smear my makeup. The two of you know that as a big creature, much like the giant toad who has been just gradually eating insects, and your giant snail which eats leaves, this thing eats a large quantity of meat every day. You need at least 8 pounds of meat to feed this girl.
A goodly brace of rabbits.
We're gonna start hunting in.
We will need to do some fair amount of trapping and hunting through the day to keep this thing alive.
I mean, does it know how to hunt on its own?
Can you find your own food out here? If we unhook you.
I could hunt, yes. Usually I was just given great meat. In exchange for meat, I carried them around.
Yeah, it checks out.
Is there anything else in the carriage, maybe?
Give me an investigation check.
Can I roll an investigation or?
Yep.
Okay. And bump. 16.
16. You find that there is enough meat that looks like is just a sack that kind of like was toppled over. There's enough for the day.
Well, we have at least enough for a day.
Well, I guess we have a day to kill a hag, right?
I think a hag would make it sick.
I wouldn't know that.
That's true.
He just said meat.
True.
Nothing adverse ever happened from eating hags.
Right?
Owl hag bear?
I mean, nothing bad ever came from spending a night with a night hag either.
No, nobody could prove otherwise.
levels
My
of
beard was white
exhaustion.
before I went in there. What do you mean?
All right, I guess
Do
we'll
you?
continue with. Well, we know.
With
You know, Shell, you were asking what we were going to adopt from here. You got your answer.
Let me go ahead and just give you Juniper sheet now too. That is what you guys rolled on.
We rolled for my favorite beast. Well, it's a monstrosity, but still.
I'm happy with this.
Alright. I need. Let's just change your name from Owlbear to Juniper Owlbear.
Excuse me.
And whilst Kostya has sort of done the initial bits and pieces, I don't think we should let Kostya drive. On the basis that he can't actually see over the edge of the chariot.
That's fine. Somebody who actually can, handle this should steer.
You know the way that you see people driving very short. People driving around in large Lincoln Continental sort of style things.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't do that.
Just add that to your menagerie.
Oh dear.
I think I'm gonna stick with my toad because my toad has a swimming speed, so I can actually fight in water.
I'll drive it then, I guess. That's fine.
Alright, it is a tame owl bear, so it's not difficult. She knows what to do. She's had this job for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And about 2 people can fit in that chariot, along with their gear. So, you all begin to move again, and, oops. You all are able to get back to the location you were before, near the Wayward pool. As you approach, what do you all do?
I think Cinder's gonna use the unicorn blanket thing.
We also need unicorn horns for Happy, Sermit, and Juniper, and Clapperclaw too.
I mean, we could just tie them up and leave them here. They don't
have to go in with us.
True. Just find some place shady for them to be hidden from other places, other people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that would be the best idea for them.
Alright. So, you all hitch your mounts out to the side and start making your way.
Make it away.
Make your way.
Making my way.
Making your way to the pool itself. Utilizing whatever means are at your disposal to fabricate horns and unicorn horns.
Yeah, the blankety thing didn't come with a horn. You said there was a hole, like in the fabric.
There's so like the fabric, it's like a little blanket. There's like a little drape that you can look out of.
Was this traditionally like that sex blanket that Yiddish people use? It's just got the little hole in it. Keep people chaste. Or not
Probably.
chaste, but, not be too lewd and vulgar.
Yeah, probably.
Gross. Alright.
Lovely.
But it's like it's just like a little unicorn like wooden horse head on a stick with a blanket draped over it.
Okay, so it's got a unicorn head. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you described it like it was a horn being put into the hole.
Yeah, that's what.
No.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it, guys.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We do all the things that we planned so that we can actually get inside.
Yep. Alright, so you begin to approach. And this time, when you draw closer, once you pass that 1,000 mark point, that lake is no longer perpetually that far away from you. It actually starts to draw closer. The mist drifts off the surface of this lake. There are forested crags that line the shore on one side, with mossy rocks protruding from the shallows. Near the center of the lake is a rocky inlet. Okay, that's just all extra information on how to approach. Here we go. As you draw closer to the center, you see in the middle of the lake there's about a few hundred feet of just fresh still water. But for those of you, for Zashir particularly with higher perception, you see that on this little inlet, on this little island, there appears to be an iron bowl.
An iron bowl.
Yep. Hard to tell from this far out, but
I'll approach it.
okay.
I think Zashir's the only one who has a passive perception that can see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's something up ahead. A bowl. I'll go take a look.
You do have to swim to it.
I will swim to it.
So you are able to swim your way up to it. It's about 250 feet. But getting there, it's a little island, wide enough to accommodate all of you if you had all come over. But at the highest point on this inlet, you get a better look at this bowl, and in this iron bowl, it's just filled with coals.
It's just filled with what?
It's filled with coal.
Coal?
Yep. Like you are able to light it. And go ahead and give me, I guess, a history check.
All these things that I'm good at. 1.
1.
Mm.
It's a bowl.
It's a bowl.
Probably
It's
used for
filled
something.
with coal. I light it on fire.
Alright. You light it on fire. And after you take the moment to spark flame into this bowl, about a minute goes by before the lakeshore mists suddenly part, and see a majestic figure just standing on the lake's surface. As she approaches you, not quite equine, because unicorns are closer to that of elks, and we just went offline.
Again?
Ed?
Yeah.
Did a while ago. Shouldn't be doing it again. We're still online. You can continue.
Okay. Well, you see essentially a silvery creature with a single gleaming horn on her brow. She stands perfectly still, silently observing you.
Hello.
And when you address her, you hear in your head, telepathically, "Why have you come?"
Oh, you know. Why are we here again?
You say with your party 250 feet on the other shore.
Yeah. Why are we here again?
We're looking for the hag's weakness.
We are looking for the hag's weakness, and I bow. We were told you could help. So please help.
I see you intend to...
Kill the crap out of them.
Well, I can impart what information I know. Alas, their weakness I am unsure of. But I sense one of you might have the means of discovering that. And you see her eyes shift back towards your party. There's an item in one of their possessions.
Uh-huh.
A number of magical items, but one of them has a familiar attunement to Scabatha Nightshade. I assume this is the hag you are in question.
Yeah, the one that's here. We already killed Bavlorna, so she's not important.
Well, bring your friends over.
All of them? Or did you have a specific one in mind?
They can all come if they want. Particularly the one holding the item originally wrought by Scabatha.
That really doesn't narrow it down.
The one with the unicorn horn on her head.
Oh, okay.
Their head.
Cool. I mean, that's basically all of us, because we had to do that to get in here.
The shapeshifter.
Ah, there you go. Okay, that is actually specific. I'll head back and let them know to come over.
The rest of you see just the mist along the lake kind of part towards this island.
I guess Chell's going for a swim.
I'll come back and relay the information, but first I'm going to be as vague as possible as well. Be like, one of you is chosen by destiny. One of you with a unicorn horn. One of you that has a magical attuned item. One of you that...
I can hear you.
Can you, though?
I have telepathy.
Oh. Does your telepathy reach this far?
Yes. This is my lair.
It's more of a pool than a lair.
It can be both.
Debatable.
Lair action detects marzipan.
Yeah, exactly. How many points did you spend for that? Anyways, Chell, long story short and vague information providing, yeah, they want you up there.
Oh, okay.
Everybody wants Shae up there.
Everybody goes up.
You have 5 minutes. Let's roll.
All right. Less of the chosen one and more of something in your possession that I can sense.
You know, you say that, but every time we go somewhere, everybody wants to fuck Shae.
They do.
And she's the one carrying.
Do-
They are the one.
do you wanna-
carrying it.
Do you want to
I am
marry her
not-
too? Do you want to marry them too?
No, I
I don't think the hag was really interested in marrying Shae.
Well, I kind of used her own book against her for that time, but I believe you mean the hag's eye, not her physical eye, the object.
No.
He'd kind of set the hag on fire before we could find out.
Could you just tell us what it is so we don't have to play a guessing game?
It is some strange porcelain object. It has the same aura that Scabatha has. The one with the little chicken feet in your bag.
Do you have anything that matches that description?
I have a jar full of chicken feet, then I have...
A jar with chicken feet.
Is it made of
Like,
porcelain?
not chicken feet in it. A jar with porcelain chicken feet.
Oh. I did grab everything I could, so Kill's gonna pull that jar out.
Well, there you go. Here's this thing.
That's the one. I think that will give you some insight into your enemy, our enemy.
Oh. Do you know how it'll give us the insight?
No, but perhaps opening it might be a first step.
You haven't even opened it yet?
Just thought it was a jar full of chicken feet.
A jar with chicken feet.
No, it's a jar with chicken feet.
Kill's
See,
gonna...
I could see how you would think that it has chicken feet in it since it's built to have chicken feet, but you have to actually open it to know that it's filled with chicken feet.
Kill's gonna open it up.
When you open it up,
Is there pickled chicken feet in it?
no,
Damn.
there are no chicken feet in it.
Send it back.
Yes, get rid of it. When you open it up, there are no chicken feet, but there is a note on it inside.
This
Kill's
is the
gonna
secret to
read the
killing
note.
my sister.
You open the note,
And this is where we go to pause.
This is where we go to pause. You unfurl the note. And yes, this is a good point. A good cliffhanger. Yeah, we'll hold it there. Like, I kept wondering, when are you gonna open this?
Well,
Never.
I
We
think
thought it was just chicken.
I mean, he thought it was a jar full of chicken feet, so that he's probably never gonna. They're probably never gonna open it. Not that it was a jar with chicken feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a big difference.
There's a big difference.
They didn't open it because they knew exactly what was in it.
A porcelain jar made of varnished white clay rests on the table. The jar has legs that have been painted to look like the legs of a chicken. Inside the jar, we'll get to that later. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a note, it's the wishbone.
Oh.
Wow.
2 broken pieces of wishbone.
We see. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. We will be back next week for more of Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Woo! Woo! Have a great night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.